toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by... And the Canes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Miami's offense will get the ball for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about him. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like, when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Canes line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to San Marcos. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David, it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Anderson will throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. The screen, he can go. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught near the sticks, it's Taylor. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They go to the ground. And some room to work.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to go up top. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That's caught. It's Paul. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Anderson wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. The sure hands, it's Zimmerman. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The kick is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's Paul. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Anderson will throw. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Speeding down the left side. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Spins away from the defense. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on first down. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the returner is stopped. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Boca Raton. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Howard Schnellenberger Field.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Stands in and takes the hit. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off play action on first down. Connection to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and this defense thrives on taking the football away.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The give on the counter. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll run the screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grab behind the line. It's Gilbert. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 10 over Boise State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the toss. Makes a man miss. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again and the Owls offense will go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So now it's 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's in open space downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quickly to the tight end. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Canes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Zimmerman. He's stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Sends it back in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Owls come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Zimmerman. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks, it's Taylor. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Owls are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense takes the field. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Anderson wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He's loose down the middle. The 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it out. The Panthers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Got it in the middle. It's Hampton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Anderson will throw. Got his man downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. Shakes off the defender. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
And the Canes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run is Paul. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Anderson wants to throw. He's got him in the flat. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Bust through behind his pad. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Miami! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense got it, they're on the run.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for space, it's Paul. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's Paul. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Anderson will throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burke. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs for the tackle. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Sweet cut there. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking for room. It's Paul. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to Marshall.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jenkins.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Davis looking to pass. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Breaks the tackle. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Davis will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jenkins. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Spinderella. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the shovel. Tight end trying to get in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. He'll try the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a gap. It's long. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Line gets set, 1st down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much. What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the American, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Knights offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Knights send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The Canes are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for space, it's Paul. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Anderson wants to throw. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That pass is incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Anderson will throw. Quick strike complete. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. On the direct snap, it's Paul. Touchdown, Canes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back. They know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that.
Turning it on! Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Anderson wants to throw. A strike downfield. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 72 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Heaves it deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little time. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Nice move there. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
The Knights will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the ground with the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Under fire. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Washington. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Handoff from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He'll pull it on the read. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Snap it to the back. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The Knights line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. That's caught. It's Carr. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Paul. Jukes his way for more. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The option look. Runs through a tackle. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Canes are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. He'll run it again. He breaks a tackle. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wilson to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He will not pick up the first down, the desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Hard running there. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Florida State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
And they jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Williams will pass. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Noles will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man.
A shot toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls it in, it's Williams. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He leaves it with his back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll go to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The Sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna run it. It's Isaac. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun to give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can...
Turning it on! Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Works the middle of the field. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the run, it's Paul. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That's reeled in. It's Carr. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Sticks it in his belly. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Sends it back in motion. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes are flying down the field. He's got it on the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. No huddle here for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Canes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Rutgers. We'll circle.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes his man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick completion to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Still on his feet. Just shedding tackles. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Showing off the arms. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Williams looking for a man. He'll throw it. It's on target and complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Power football with the run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. From the gun, running back gets to give. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field